I like the title of my presentation today, despite the fact that it's totally disconnected with what I will talk about. This was an idea from a video saying it should be catchy. So we put something catchy, but you can imagine that, look at me. It's not me who will speak to you about intelligent automation. Because I'm, like he was talking a bit before, I have still a Nokia, okay? So don't look for me on Facebook, I'm not. I think I'm the only one to be afraid about automation, blockchain, and all this. I think people are more afraid about change. Me, I'm not afraid about change. And all my life has been about change. It's fell down, but I will pick them up. At 16, I was not very good at school. So it was in 86. You can do the math to see how old I am now. I'm still younger than Colin. I decided to stop school and to go to join my girlfriend in Berlin. 86, the wall was still there. 1 year, and then I was working in a supermarket during 1 year and a half, roughly. After my girlfriend kicked me out, so I have to go back home to study a bit and to be able to earn a bit more money. 10 years later, another story with girlfriend. I was happy in France. I had the possibility to move to Vladivostok, Far East, to lead Moore Stephens firm there. There was no Big Four, just the British can still go there. And I ended up in Australia for 2 years. After, instead of going back to France, I ended in Budapest. So in Budapest, there are some people from Budapest here that I know. When you arrive the 1st of April, and Budapest is probably the only country where a restaurant is not a restaurant. Restaurant is étterem. Police is not police, is the Renderschaeg. And you are very skilled like me for languages. It is a bit complicated. 2005, want to go to Shanghai. My wife want to go to London. We ended in Romania. C'est la vie, as we say in my country. So I'm not afraid about change. Why I do this long introduction about change? It was to link as well with Colin's speech, and I had a question as well, what makes you successful? I think the main part of a leader is really to embrace change and not to be afraid about change. And when I discuss with my team, half hate me, half love me, because I push them to change, even to change desk. And when you ask once your staff to do, you move from this desk to this desk, you will have a lot of issues. The same with the parking slot. You don't park here today, you park there. Complicated, I can tell you. So now, let's enjoy our amazing report. So press, Colin, green button. Which one? There are 3 green buttons. The big one. The big one. Does it work? Fantastic. Fantastic. So this, I love table as well. I will put this on the table. Up. I love table as well. I will pick that. And I will take this in my hand. Okay. So let's start. As you can see, better than me. No, I can see here as well. I tell you, I'm not very gifted for that. We have 6 chapters in our presentation today. I don't need to read them. Better for you to read them. Just one point. So this is a lot of work. By the way, on ABSL and us, we spent more than 2 months to work on this report. So I hope that you will enjoy it. So as at today, According to ABSL, the profession has roughly 125,000 FTEs on something like 265 companies. On our survey, we got 50 answers, almost 37,000 employees. So, conclusion is we do believe that we have quite a good coverage. In fact, it's quite a good sample of the total population. As you can see, the number of BPOs or shared service centers who have answered are roughly the same. So for the one who do not understand anything in outsourcing, very simple. Me, I don't understand neither, but I have learned something. BPO, generally, you serve clients from outside, third party, captive or shared service center, are generally set up by a group, and you serve the client within the group. Okay, on hybrid, your English is better than mine, so you can understand by yourself. So, where are the participants coming from? As you can see, mainly from Bucharest, but the percentage decreased compared to last year. Last year, 77% were coming from Bucharest. Like last year, Iași is number 2 position. Colin, it works very well, the button, no? By the way. Now, I forgot to tell you that my dream this year was to beat England and Colin in the final of the World Cup of football. But they couldn't make it in final, so... I like to speak just after him. I hope that next year you will not change the order because I will have some issues. So, the parent company of the participant mainly are from Europe, but we still have 10 from the US and 3 from India. Now, if you just have a quick zoom, Colin, who is the number 1? I can't see I can't see very well. And England, it is, where is England? It's here. I almost miss it. Now, whoa, future plans. As you can see, many of the companies, 29 plus 12, are still thinking to grow. But for the first time, we have companies now who think to reduce their activities. And by the way, this year, we have a project now to transfer some activities from Romania to Hungary. It's the first time it happens to us. I hope the last time. So, now, speaking about services. Okay, as you can see, we have one company who is providing 22 services. I think they deserve some applause. They deserve some applause, this company. Oh, please wake up. Five companies providing only one type of services, so many of the companies provide between 2 and 9 services. So my team prepared some clear slides in order for me to have to speak as less as possible. Okay? So apparently when I speak, nobody understands. Is it clear? Next one. So, as you can see, IT and finance are the main services provided, but customer operation employs the most number of FTEs. And what is very strange for me is to see, I didn't imagine that half of the companies almost were providing HR services, but it's a very, very narrow segment because very few FTEs, in fact, are in reality working in HR. Range of services. To whom are they provided? Romania, first, Western Europe, and CE. Still, we provide services a bit in the US and in Africa and Middle East, but mainly Western Europe and Eastern Europe, Central and Eastern Europe, sorry. So if we do a quick zoom, you can see that 14 companies are providing services only in Romania, and only 7 are giving services to companies, are not providing services in Romania. So, this slide is my favorite because this one I don't understand it. So, let's focus first on the first paragraph, or the first graph, sorry. So this I need to take my notes because really, Andrada tried to explain it to me this morning in the car. She failed miserably. So let's check. Andrada, I don't follow my notes. I don't know where they are, but it will work. Apparently, people have some iPad or iPhone. They can look for information, but me, I don't have. So. And I tried with my Nokia, but it didn't work out neither. And I try hard, I promise you. Okay? 11, 12, fantastic. Up. Up. It's very practical on this table. It's, So, the graph on the top. So it's supposed to compare. I say it's supposed, probably it does as well. Okay? 3 different models that I talked to you about a bit before. Okay, and as you can see, in fact, main of the organization, they can be hybrid, commercial, or internal unit, are thinking to increase their services. Fortunately, this is in line with the previous slide that we have discussed. Okay, so what my staff tried to explain to me this morning, she failed miserably, is that on the second graph, not only they increase the scope, but as well the maturity, advancement apparently it means maturity, I ask her what it means in English, of the service. Okay, so if I want to read what she wrote for me to understand, she wrote that in the last 3 years, approximately 63% of the companies surveyed reported a significant increase in the advancement of services, while 31% reported an increase in the advancement of the services provided, also not a significant one. I hope you understand better than me. Me, even by reading, I don't understand. But it's okay. This is not a major slide. When the board of ABSL read this slide, at least one person who was like me did not understand. So it's a good news. I'm not the only one. So I would skip this slide because 46 for English, I don't understand. But okay. So as you can imagine, in fact, many of the companies speak English. And the maximum number of languages in one company is 23. And 33 companies deliver services in more than 5 languages. Sorry?
England has beaten France here.
Where? Where is Dutch? At Dutch, they are here. And we speak it. Go back to Hungary. I love Hungary, by the way, so if there are Hungarians in the room, I enjoy my 5 years there. So, on this slide on the workforce, I will start by the conclusion. If you are male, you have the age of Colin. You want to work at least 10 years more for this company, I think it's better not to send your CV. So, as you can see, age 26, 35. Apparently, they don't believe in us, Colin, anymore, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see. predominantly female. It was exactly the same percentage last year, 61%, with mainly a bachelor degree. So what is funny for me in this slide is the last graph, bottom right. And only if you add only 24 companies have answered to this question. I think we have excluded at least 10 answers. I don't know if the question was in French, but people did not understand the question. Because when we said, okay, average seniority level, I got 25%, 80%. It's not the question. The question is, your staff, they are working in your company for how long on average? So one is less than 1 year. I hope it's a startup, because if not, they will have an issue. So between 1 and 5 years is the average, which shows for a market which is becoming more mature, that the attrition is still a significant issue. A slide for me on foreigner. Because you could ask your question, why would you hire a French who doesn't speak any languages, who still thinks that Napoleon will save his empire, only speak about cheese and wine? So the reason is rare languages. But by the way, even if 37 companies are employing foreigners, there are very few foreigners working in the outsourcing industry. It's, I think, around 3%. Attrition rate, 25. Last year, it was 20. A year before, it was 19.5. So Andrada was telling me that we cannot compare because it's not the same people, but it's still a fact. We have questions, or we still have 61% of female working in the industry. And here we have 25%. And 56% of the companies that have answered this question have an attrition rate above 20%. Employment forecast, still growing. 7 by the end of this year, 5 the year after, 6 in 2020. And many of the companies, almost 90%, are thinking to hire more and more in the next few years. But as we have seen, these 3 companies who are reducing, in fact, their scope of work, some start to reduce their headcount. And this is probably not only an issue in Romania. We are discussing with Poland before, and they might have the same issue in the future, and to see the outsourcing market not growing anymore. Top skill. Wenn du Deutsch sprichst, you have a good chance. So no surprise, language, IT. In terms of IT, the main language, the main wish was about Java. For languages, German was first. Okay, so you can be top 1, top 2, top 3. It's still language and IT, or even worse, both of them together. Alors, level of automation. So we'll skip this slide quite quickly because I can't read. I can't explain to you what it means. Anyway, if you look at the market, everybody has started something. Okay. What is clear when we get the answer, and when you read them a bit more carefully, is people are still hesitating and do not know really what to do. Some of our clients have started their journey in the shared service center, are a bit disappointed by the result. Some have started, seems to be quite happy. From outside, it looks like that people are trying, testing, and see what will happen in the future. But what the general impression is companies miss quite a global strategy on what they want to achieve, why they want to do it, and what will be the return at the end. Because it's very fun to say, yes, I'm starting RPA, yes, I put machine learning, but it's not that easy. So us, we work quite a lot right now with, it's not an RPA, it's a solution to automate recording of invoices. It's called invoice sharing. We did some implementation in India in January. It's not a walk in the park. You can tell your client it's a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. So all what we can say about robotization, there are a lot of marketing. The consultants are very good to speak about that. But I think it should be really be taken with care. About resources, we would love more the companies to employ consultants to help them, but still a lot of in-house resources are found, and you have more and more groups now as well who, like we have and like our competition has done, have created center of excellence where they put, in fact, all their development somewhere to assist the group. What about the business environment? So all the figures are very, very close to last year. So cooperation with local authorities, 6.4. It's out of 10, 10 being the best, is the worst result, but surprisingly speaking, it's higher than last year. And it's the only one which is higher than last year. Because last year, it was 5.8, I think. And all the other ones are close from last year, but are a bit below last year. For example, the best score is availability of modern office space. It's 8.9. Last year, it was 9. It's quite similar, but systematically, it was 0.1, 0.2 below last year. And a big difference as well on one of the questions to assess the competition. Last year, very strong competition was 56%. This year is 77%. So it means that the fight for people is worse and worse. So public support, 71% of the companies did not benefit from public support. And a few did succeed to obtain government grants right now. Okay. And about all these changes, I don't know if the same people will answer 71 here, 70 here. About the climate and all these changes of legislation, 70% of the companies said it's very complicated to handle. And I suppose this is due as well because of the change of the legislation in the social charges, where it's really complicated, in fact, to decide if you increase the gross salary of your staff, if you put a bonus on what you exactly do in order for the staff to keep their net. And anyway, in the IT sector, you had to increase your salary to keep the net of the people. As Colin would say, yes, we love Romania. Despite all this, still 96% say that we should invest in Romania. And this is probably one of the slides when we do roadshow with potential shared service center or BPO here that we should show. Survey, I have 5 minutes to go. We are just in time. I will not give you, I have all detailed information, but I will not give them to you. because ABSL will provide the report only to the people who have answered the questionnaire, which is fair, and maybe for some members, I don't know, but everybody will not have them. So, still, so this slide will not tell you anything. I will just give you a couple of figures, not a lot, but a couple of figures. So, speaking about IT, so it was very detailed. Just to give you as well some explanation, we had 7 different processes: project management, F&A, HR, customer service, supply chain, IT, software development, and top management. So, in IT, if you want to hire a Java or a .NET developer who has between 3 to 5 years experience, the gross salary in RON would be around 11,000. If you want to hire a more senior developer, more than 5 years experience, the salary will be around 16,000 RON. Just a focus on finance and accounting. If you want to hire a junior, okay, 5,000 RON, gross. Senior, more than 3 years experience, between 7 and 8. A team leader, leading a team of 5 to 10, 10 to 12. The best paid is financial controller. So for all these young people here, I would forget everything and become a financial controller. 14,000. So please don't go to your boss today to tell them that I told you that. I will deny. I will say I was speaking euro, pounds, I will say something else. So for all the rest, it's really rounded because you have a lot of details on different prices. Junior, 3.5 to 4.5. Senior, more than 3 years experience, 5 to 7. Team leader, 8 to 9. Manager, 12. And the best of the best is HR manager. So it means that we really want to take care of our people because the HR manager seems to be the best paid manager in the outsourcing industry. Just to give you as well some information about bonuses. There are some bonuses given if you speak languages. So if I would choose, I would speak Dutch, Arjen, I would speak Dutch, because I think it's interesting. German, Polish, surprisingly speaking, and Turkish. So this is a bonus that generally the company gives on top of the salary. A lot of, and I change it because a lot of people taking notes. So this as well some non-financial benefit. Meal tickets, everybody's giving meal tickets. Me, I'm disappointed about KPMG because we don't give company car. So this I will go to see my boss as well because this is not acceptable. And you can see now flexi time, possibility to work from home seems to be really a trend. Us, we do it, but a lot of companies are doing it more and more. Thank you. So, no, don't upload. I still have 57 seconds. And I will conclude about love. It will be my final word about love. So to come back at what I said in the introduction, I think the main concern of the industry is not automation. It's very important. It's with the people. So us, what really our focus is one, to try to make understand our staff that Romania is a good country where to live. I have a bad experience last year where In December, I spoke to a guy telling him you will be partner KPMG starting 1st of October. And the guy 1st of January called me, 1st of January, saying, I'm sorry, I have decided to go to Switzerland. So, because he thought that his life would be better there. After 1 year, he's not sure about his decision, but anyway, I think this is a very important point. At least that they can work for KPMG, for you, or whoever, but for the good people to stay in Romania. 2, education. So what is doing ABSL is very important, and I think we need to continue as private companies to support universities on education. The state is struggling with it, so we need to take over. We don't have a choice. 3rd, love. Meaning, I said it 2 years ago, but we need people. To need people, we need kids. To need kids, we need love.